Dear friends, the Buddha once said, "Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment." These words hold a profound truth. The present moment is all we truly have. But how do we stay grounded in this reality amidst life's uncertainties? Welcome to the Motivation Zone at Freedom. Today, we'll explore how Buddhist wisdom teaches us to navigate life with mindfulness, trust, and clarity. Together, we'll uncover practical insights on embracing the present, letting go of fear, and finding confidence in every step we take. Let's dive into this transformative journey, dear friends. Picture this, dear friends. It's a moonless night, and the world is wrapped in complete darkness. A farmer must journey home along a narrow, uneven path. The road ahead is hidden in shadows, the destination out of sight. But in his hand, he holds a small lantern. The light doesn't reveal the whole path. It illuminates only the steps right in front of him. Does he hesitate? Does he stop and panic, fearing what lies beyond the lantern's glow? No, he takes one step, and then another, trusting that as he moves forward, the light will continue to guide him. The farmer doesn't concern himself with the darkness or the distance. Instead, he focuses on the light he has and the steps he can take right now. With each step, the lantern reveals more of the path, and with each step, he grows closer to his destination. Dear friends, isn't this story a mirror to our own lives? Life often feels like walking in the dark, doesn't it? We face uncertainty, challenges, and moments when the road ahead seems unclear. But just like the farmer, we each hold a lantern, the light of mindfulness, wisdom, and trust in the present moment. It may not reveal the entire journey, but it is enough to take the next step. This story reminds us that we don't need to see the whole picture to move forward. By trusting the light we have, whether it's faith, clarity, or inner strength, we can navigate through even the darkest times with confidence and peace. Step by step, dear friends, the path unfolds. Dear friends, now let's take this story of the farmer's lantern and look at the light it shines on our own lives. The lantern, small but steady, is a beautiful symbol of mindfulness. It reminds us that we don't need to see the entire path ahead of us, only the step we are on right now. The Buddha, in his infinite wisdom, taught us to let go of the past and to stop chasing the future, for the present moment is all we truly have. Think about it, friends. How often do we find ourselves worrying about what might happen tomorrow, next week, or even years from now? Or replaying past events in our minds, wondering if we could have done something differently. These thoughts pull us away from the only thing that truly matters, the here and now. The farmer doesn't waste his energy trying to see beyond the lantern's glow. Instead, he focuses on the step before him, and in doing so, he moves forward with clarity and ease. Here's a practical way to bring this into your own life, dear friends. The next time you feel overwhelmed by thoughts of the future, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what can I do right now? Just one small, mindful action. Maybe it's finishing a task, expressing gratitude, or simply being present with your breath. When we give our attention to the present, we lighten the burden of what lies ahead, just like the farmer lightens his journey by trusting the glow of his lantern. So, dear friends, let us walk through life with the light of mindfulness, trusting that as we focus on the present, each step will unfold just as it needs to. Step by step, moment by moment, the path becomes clearer. Dear friends, now let's talk about something that strengthens our steps forward: faith. In Buddhism, faith isn't about blindly believing in something without evidence. It's a trust born from experience, from practicing and seeing results. Just like the farmer trusts his lantern to guide him through the darkness even though he cannot see the entire path, we are encouraged to trust the teachings, not because someone tells us to, but because we witness their truth in our own lives. The Buddha, in the Kalama Sutta, gave us this wise advice: do not believe something just because it is spoken or written. Investigate it yourself. This means that we're not asked to take the teachings on faith alone, but to practice them and see their effect. When we apply mindfulness, compassion, or patience in difficult moments, we see how they bring clarity and peace. It is this personal experience that builds true faith, step by step, just like the light of the farmer's lantern reveals the way forward. Now, dear friends, think about the path you are on. Are there moments when the darkness of uncertainty makes you want to stop? Perhaps fear of the unknown holds you back. In those moments, remember the farmer and his lantern. Trust the light you have, the practices you've embraced, the wisdom you've gained, and the small victories you've achieved. Each step forward, no matter how small, is a step toward clarity and peace. So, friends, let's walk our paths with this faith, not blind belief, but the trust that grows from experience. Let us trust that with each mindful step, the path ahead will continue to unfold, one moment at a time, guiding us toward the freedom we seek.
Dear friends, now let's take a moment to reflect on the darkness surrounding the farmer. It represents the unknown, much like the uncertainties in our own lives. We don't know what lies ahead, what challenges, surprises. Dear friends, now let's take a moment to reflect on the darkness surrounding the farmer. It represents opportunities the future holds. And yet, how often do we cling to the need to control everything, hoping to shape the path to our liking? This clinging, dear friends, only creates suffering. It's like trying to push away the darkness when what we truly need is to trust the light in our hands. As the Zen masters teach, do not seek to follow in the footsteps of the wise. Seek what they sought. This means that instead of trying to predict every twist and turn in life, or fearing the shadows beyond our sight, we should focus on the clarity we have within. The farmer doesn't fight the darkness. He doesn't need to. He trusts his lantern to reveal the next step, knowing that step by step, the path will appear. So, dear friends, how do we let go of this need to control? Start small. Identify one thing in your life that is beyond your control. Maybe it's someone else's opinion, the outcome of a project, or even the passing of time. Take a deep breath and remind yourself, I cannot control this, but I can control how I respond. When we release what we cannot hold on to, we create space for peace and acceptance. The clarity we seek comes naturally, one moment, one step at a time. Dear friends, life's uncertainties may always be there, but we don't have to fear them. Instead of trying to light the entire world, hold onto your lantern of mindfulness and trust. It is enough. With it, we can walk through any darkness with confidence and ease. Friends, let's pause for a moment and think about this. How often do we truly live in the here and now? The farmer's lantern teaches us something profound about mindfulness. It's not about seeing the whole path, but focusing on the step right in front of us. The Buddha's wisdom reminds us to let go of the past and stop chasing the future, because the present moment is where life truly happens. Imagine how much lighter life feels when we stop worrying about what lies far ahead or behind us. By focusing on the present step, just as the farmer does, we discover that each moment holds all we need to move forward. Dear friends, mindfulness is the light that guides us through life's uncertainties. Now, my dear friends, let's talk about trust. The farmer in our story doesn't question the lantern's ability to guide him. He simply trusts its light, even though he can't see the end of the road. This is what faith means in Buddhism, not blind belief, but a trust born from practice and experience. The Buddha taught us to test the teachings, not to accept them blindly. Just as the farmer learns to trust his lantern step by step, we can trust the wisdom we gain through consistent practice. Friends, faith isn't about knowing the whole journey, it's about trusting the light we already carry. Friends, let's explore the darkness surrounding the farmer. It represents the uncertainties we all face in life. Isn't it true that we often struggle with the need to control everything? But as the farmer shows us, Trying to push away the unknown only creates more fear and suffering. Instead of fighting the darkness, we can focus on the light we hold within. The Zen masters teach us that true peace comes from letting go of what we cannot control. Step by step, as we trust the process, clarity naturally follows. Dear friends, freedom begins when we release the need to control and embrace the journey as it unfolds. Friends, let's reflect on the light of wisdom. Wisdom is not something that appears all at once. It grows slowly, like the steady glow of the farmer's lantern. Each step we take, each mindful decision, brightens the path just a little more. The Buddha compared his teachings to a raft, helping us cross the river of suffering. Just as the raft moves forward with each paddle stroke, wisdom grows with each small act of clarity and understanding. Friends, wisdom isn't about knowing everything at once. It's about trusting the process and letting each step reveal what we need to see. Let us nurture this light within us, one moment at a time. Dear friends, as we come to the end of this journey together, let's take a moment to reflect on the wisdom we've uncovered today. The farmer's lantern teaches us that mindfulness illuminates the present moment, guiding us step by step. Faith reminds us to trust the journey, even when we cannot see the destination. Letting go of control frees us from the weight of fear and uncertainty. And finally, wisdom grows gradually, one thoughtful action at a time. Be like the farmer, dear friends. You don't need to see the entire path to move forward. Trust the light within you, it's always enough. Life is not about knowing what lies ahead. It's about having the courage to take the next step and the clarity to appreciate the moment you're in. So, friends, let's walk this path with clarity, courage, and an open heart. Each step we take is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to shine brighter. The journey itself is the destination. Before we part, dear friends, let me leave you with this question. What is the lantern you're holding in your life? Is it mindfulness, faith, or perhaps the wisdom you've gained through experience? How can you use it to take your next step forward, no matter how uncertain the road ahead may seem? Thank you for joining me today on the Motivation Zone at Freedom. I hope this teaching inspires you to embrace the light within and trust your journey. Until next time, dear friends, take care, and may your path be illuminated with peace and clarity.